Are you 100% positive about what exactly to say when you receive a phone call, or if you want to make a formal inquiry at an organization? Well, I don't know about you, but I've been in troubled waters before, and I've often gotten confused about what exactly to say. Should I greet them? Should I not greet them? Should I speak more? Am I giving way too many details? Or, am I missing a point? Should I just hang up? Yeah, so all of these confusion. So in this video, you are going to take a look at a few common phrases and appropriate easy phrases to use while you make a phone call, such as how exactly to answer a phone call, or if you want to ask to speak to somebody, or to leave a message, or to put your call on hold, or to clarify something, and also to end a call. So let's get started. The first one is how to answer the call. So when you receive a call, you obviously need to introduce yourself. So you can say, "Hello, Malvika speaking." Or you could say, "Hello, this is Malvika," or simply, "Malvika here." All right. Now, if you have absolutely no idea about who the other person is at the end of the call, then you need to ask them. Yeah. So you can say, "May I know who's speaking?" Or you could say, "Could I ask who's calling?" Yeah. Could I ask who's calling? Now, the next one is to ask for someone. All right. So especially if you are calling an organization and if you need to talk to the manager, in most cases, you will have to first go through the assistant, right? So in this particular situation, you can say the following phrases. Is Mr. Alex available? Yeah, so you can say, "Hello, is Mr. Alex available?" Or, "I'd like to talk to Mr. Alex." Or you could say, "Could you put me through to Mr. Alex?" All right, now, once the person picks up the call, you need to ask if it's a good time to talk, right? Because what if the person is busy? Yeah, so let's just be courteous. So you need to say, "May I know if this is a good time to speak?" All right, "May I know if this is a good time to speak?" Or you could just simply ask, "Is this a good time to speak?" All right, now, if you need to leave a message for the person, that is, if the one who picked up the call tells you that he or she is not available, and if you need to leave a message for the person, you could say, "Would you mind passing on this message?" And then you can leave your message. Now, if you've already formed some sort of acquaintance with this person, then you could say, "Please tell her that I called and ask her to call me back." Or you could say, "Could you please have her return my call when she's back?" Now let's move on to how exactly to put your call on hold. So in certain cases, maybe you might have to grab a pen or a book in order to write something down. Or especially when it is work-related calls, it's sometimes just gets a bit overwhelming, right? And you might want to just take a quick breather. So in this case, it's always best to put that person on hold. Yeah? So you can use the following phrases. You could say, "Would you mind holding just for a moment?" Or if it's an informal call, you can just say, "Please hold on a sec." Sec here stands for second, and that's completely fine. Next, we'll move on to how exactly to ask for clarity, right? Especially since it's a phone call, there will be times when you're not really sure of what the person said. And, in order to not make mistakes, you might want to ask it again. So these are a few statements or phrases that you could use. So you could say, "I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you please repeat?" "I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you please repeat?" Or you could say, "Sorry to interrupt, but could you please repeat?" Now, if the person tends to speak really fast and you kind of missed a point, you could say, "I'm sorry, but could you please slow it down?" Yeah, so it's just a very polite manner of asking the person to slow down their speech. Now, if the person has given you an address or a phone number, or something of that sort, and you kind of just want to clarify or check if it's right, you could say, "Just to clarify, you said," and then you can say the number or the address or whatever. Now, like I said, if it's an address and you're not really sure of how exactly it is spelled, you can ask for clarity in that case as well. So you could say, "I'm sorry, but would you mind spelling it out for me?" All right. So in this way, you can just ensure that there are no mistakes made. Now let's move on to the last point, and that is how to end a call. So it's always better to greet the person in some way or the other instead of just hanging up the call. So there are a few phrases that you could use, such as, "Thank you for calling, bye." Or you could say, "It was nice talking to you, bye." Or you can say, thank you for your time, have a good day, or simply, good day. So that's about it. I hope this topic has been helpful for you guys. And if you need to know more about the communicative English course as well as the IELTS course that we provide here at English House, do click on the link below.
English House. English at your fingertips.